What's up, YouTube? So I always end up clicking on these videos, right? About how I actually grew on YouTube, how to grow on YouTube, what you need to do to grow on YouTube. Go from 0 subscribers to 10,000 subscribers. Go from 100 subscribers to 100,000 subscribers, right? And so all these things pop up in my feed all the time now, and sometimes I click on them and I'm just like, dude, please, please give me actual real advice on what to do, because this, excuse me, I'm not going to say this channel, my main channel, because this one is going to be on my plus channel. My main channel has been alive for 4 years. Now, I thought it was alive for longer than that because I've been on YouTube for longer than that, trying to get things to work. And for 4 years, it took me 4 years to get to 1,000 subscribers. Now, it's not bad. I don't think that's necessarily bad, right? You're not supposed to compare yourself to other people, first and foremost, but it's very, very hard to do. Don't let anybody tell you that they've never compared themselves to anyone, or they've never even thought about it, because it is a very hard thing to do, especially when you're competing for views against people on YouTube, right? So I clicked on this video, how I actually grow on YouTube, in parentheses, realistic. So I want to see how realistic this actually is, and if he has any real advice. It's another black man just like me. And if he has any real advice for another guy like me to move forward on YouTube, because a lot of the times I see these videos and I'm like, oh, it's going to be a lot of people clicking on them because they want to know how to grow on YouTube, and usually it's a lot of generic information and it's never any different. And I probably will end up making one of these videos in the future if I ever blow up and get 10,000, 100,000, a million subscribers at some point in time, right? When I figure out my formula, right? But I honestly think I have some stuff to say about that. Maybe I'll say it in this video or maybe in another video, but we'll get to that, because I have an idea. Like once you hit a certain threshold, you kind of, I feel like it's kind of hard to mess up. Now, I have never been there, so I don't know anything about it, but I feel like it's kind of hard to mess up once you hit a certain threshold and you have kind of a consistency going, right? So let's check it out. Let's look at this video, how I actually grow on YouTube, realistic.
Sometimes on your journey, the way that you find your destination is just by getting lost. And you get lost by just doing shit. I'm just gonna be honest. Stop trying to be perfect. Stop trying to find the perfect video, because in the beginning, bro, you're just not.
I am in the process of doing this now. Right now. I am just trying things. I am just doing stuff, right? But I'm in the game niche. Now, if I need to break out of the game niche, I don't know. But that's what technically what this channel that you're watching is right now, is me breaking out of the game niche, where it's like I am not necessarily doing any gaming related stuff on this channel. It's mostly just like reaction stuff to real life, just talking about other things that don't have to do with video games, right? And that's what this channel is for. Then I have my main channel, which is gaming, general gaming stuff, and then I have like separate channels that I'm building now that are TCG channel and like a trading card game channel, and then like RPG channel, maybe an FPS channel, to kind of break up the niches off of my channel, because like it seems like it's hard to grow. Like I'm still growing and I know what people are coming to my main channel for, but I don't want to just spit out videos that don't mean anything for that topic, which is the Azeron, this thing that you see down here in this little box right here. This is what people come to my channel for. This is what people subscribe to me for, but I don't have a whole lot to say about it. And when I do have a lot to say about it, I usually put it in one video, but I got a couple of other things coming for Azeron. But generally, to stay consistent in what I want to do on this channel, I keep posting things. I just keep posting things, keep trying, that's what it is.
Just wasting more time trying to be perfect rather than just getting started, bro.
I'm not also not trying to be perfect either, not by a long shot. I don't have time to be perfect. No time. Like, we ain't got time to be perfect, okay? Like people that want to be perfect, it's like, okay, well, you know, you could post once a week, right? And then really dial in that video. You could do that. I could do that, but then I miss out on a lot of stuff. The gaming niche moves very quickly. Games come out, games die fast, games have huge pop-offs sometimes. You don't know what games are going to survive really long, but like, I'm interested in a lot of different games. So I can't naturally just stick to one game. So I'm trying to do one genre per video, like per channel, right? So that's why I have the TCG channel. All the trading card game stuff goes over there because I have tons of cards that I need to unbox and unpack and organize. So I want to make that content. And then I have the RPG channel, which I like playing RPGs and single player RPGs and multiplayer RPGs. And I don't really have the time to play all the different types of RPGs, but if I'm going to do that, I want to do that on that channel because my main channel was like fighting game community type stuff mostly, but I have all types of game stuff, and maybe I should move back towards fighting games for my main channel, whatever the case. But I'm trying to like split some of this stuff up to make it more focused and try to do that type of thing. So, you know, I'm just putting stuff out there. I have like a secret channel that I don't have my branding on it or anything. It's a completely different brand. My face is not in it. And that was doing okay, but it's right now I'm just doing one genre on there, but it's one game specifically, Arena Breakout. And on that channel, it's doing fairly well. And I'm like, well, if I'm doing this well on this with this game, I should be able to do the same thing on my other channels. But my other two channels, nothing. Like they're not really doing that great. Maybe I just got lucky with the secret channel, but like my other two channels that I made for TCG and RPG are just not doing anything. Like I'm not expecting them to blow up amazingly, but they're not really doing anything too much. But I'm gonna keep posting on them and to separate all my stuff. But we'll keep going.
September 23rd, 2022 is when I really started to take YouTube more seriously. And since then, I gained a little over 1,500 subscribers in over 2 years. Now, that number may not seem like a lot, but
that's a lot more than I gained in 2 years. And in 2020, what was it? In 2020, I think in 2022, or 2021? It probably was 2021 when I started doing YouTube, or not even YouTube, because I was doing TikTok at the time, and I amassed a lot of followers on TikTok, a lot being like 8,000, right? And then on YouTube, when I started doing YouTube probably like a year ago, not even, I started taking it more serious. I started actually wanting to post more and more, and that was actually a year ago. Let's just say that's a year ago, because I moved to Washington, and then that's when I started going, okay, let's start posting on YouTube again consistently. And I started doing that, and then I started to grow. But the stuff that I was posting, the first couple of things I posted were Azeron videos. And then after that, it was like Tekken and Granblue and like fighting game stuff, like Street Fighter, whatever, right? Those are the type of things that I was posting. So I guess technically I amassed like maybe 400 or 500, maybe 600, something like that. Maybe 500 to 700. I don't remember the exact number. Maybe like 500 to 700 I got in a year. So still, low, pretty good, I guess, but I'm still growing. People are still subscribing to my channel, and going into the analytics, I look at it and it's usually Azeron stuff. So it's like, oh, you should do more Azeron videos. And it's like, yes, but I didn't necessarily do YouTube to be an Azeron influencer, but I kind of fell into that because I use the Azeron all the time. I have it on my screen, blah, 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 blah. It's kind of fell into it, but I don't want to be the guy that like posts a bunch of Azeron videos just because I get commissioned from it. I want the videos to mean something. I want them to be useful, right, to people. So when I put out an Azeron video, I want it to be useful to someone. and usually when I put stuff out, I get very good comments on them where people are actually being helped by the videos that I put out. So, you know, I try. I'm gonna try to do that more, and but still want to put out, you know, entertaining videos of, you know, games, and try to get good at games, and then, you know, maybe give my input on games and stuff like that. That's what I want to do.
Really a lot to me, because when I first started out my journey, I honestly didn't know what I was doing, and to see my growth so far, it really just shows you how far I really came. In the beginning, I focused solely on crypto. That was it. And I was posting like one video every single day, just getting videos out. If I had
So he started doing crypto stuff, which is a bigger audience than gaming. In my opinion, I think that it's a bigger audience than gaming, because a lot of gamers would be into crypto because, you know, graphics cards, mining, blah 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 blah. And then you have the other people that aren't gaming, and like just into, you know, making money, doing side hustles, blah 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 blah, all this other kind of stuff. So I feel like that one is a larger audience than gaming, right? But like, gaming is what I started, gaming is what I know, gaming is what I do all the time. So like, that's what my niche is, gaming.
an idea, I'll record it the next day. No, if I had an idea, I would script it, and then I would record it later the next day and have it edited and all done. Just so
Maybe that's my issue. I don't script many things. I don't script many things. Most of the time, I feel like I don't have time to be scripting stuff, and maybe I'm wrong. Like, cause like I'll write some stuff out sometimes, and then like, you know, rearrange it how I want to say it, and then try to like, and then read it out, and it'll be fine. It'll read a lot better, but I'm like, I can just edit. If I want to, I can just edit. But I like hitting record and just talking about stuff as it comes off the top of my head. That's why I like doing reaction stuff, because I always have a lot to say when there's a video that is talking to me about something, and I have some feedback to give about the video. So that's why I like doing reaction stuff a lot, because I always have a lot to say. A lot of other reaction videos don't really have a lot to say, and it's like, it's easy for them and it's easy content, but people don't say a lot, and that's why people don't like reaction videos a lot like that. But I have a lot of reactions to say things, so, and I have to stop myself from talking sometimes to go back to the video,
so that I can post it and go on to the next video. Like, it was really moving like this, which was
and that's kind of what I'm saying, and that's kind of what I'm doing.
From idea to execution, so I'm not waiting for the perfect time to record a video.
Yeah,
I'm literally just recording and moving forward. I'm failing forward, because you never know what ideas.
What's the next step after that?
And you don't want to let any ideas hit. Just because the idea came to you, you may think it's a unique idea, but
nah,
spread the idea across 5, 10.
Nah, I don't think that's my thing. I don't ever think any ideas that I have are unique, or like, I don't really ever think the ideas I have are unique, because I'm like, if I thought of this quickly, then there's probably plenty of other people who are doing it already. So, and I'm like, it's not gonna be super different. And so, you know, it's like, I don't really care. It's like, even if somebody does the same idea as I do the same idea as somebody else, it doesn't matter, because it's gonna be different because I'm doing it. And the way I do it, the way I execute it, the way I decide to do the video is going to be a little bit different than somebody else does the video. I'm going to have different takes than somebody else that does the video. So I'm not really worried about, you know, doing the same thing as somebody else, unless it's so generic that it's hard to make it different.
15, 20, 30 other people. He just waiting to see who's going to do it first. And if it's not you, it's going to be somebody else. So that's why I'm always hitting while the iron is hot. I'm always striking while the iron is hot. I'm always going. But during that time, when you're posting a video every single day, you kind of get fixated on, okay, it's actually working. You start looking at the numbers a lot.
Yeah.
And when the numbers don't reflect what you're doing, you start to get a little bit more depressed, and burnout is more likely to happen because of that. And that's what happened.
Yeah.
I got burnt out. I
try to keep myself from burning out, but I think the thing that burns me out more than anything else is having a full-time job while also trying to do this. And I don't necessarily try to post something every day, at least not anymore. The last time I was posting something every day was when I was posting on TikTok, and I was posting 3 times a day. And that was easier because they were shorts, like short videos. And I found out a way to, you can go look at my TikTok, but the way I edit on my TikTok is the way I've edited on TikTok all the way when I was doing really, really well on in Valorant, when I was posting Valorant content. And my TikTok stuff, I think is interesting. I think it's not like, the way I edit is like how I edit stuff. I don't really see a lot of other people editing the way I do, and it's nothing special. It's just the way I edit stuff. That's my style, right? And I like it, and I improve on it. Sometimes I pull back on it because I might need to post something, and I don't want to sit there and put all the effort into it and not being sure that it's really gonna pull in those extra views, because TikTok has been kind of shady lately. And I used to when people would say that, yo, you get shadow banned, I don't think I got shadow banned. I think that it's just shady. Like the TikTok is just acting shady about views now, where you literally I'll post something, it'll go up to 200 and something views, maybe 300 and something views, and stop. And it's very rare that it will go past maybe 300 and something views. And then the one time that something did, it went to like 1,000 and something, and I was still posting after that. And, the stuff after that was like 400, 300 views. And I'm just like, it makes me not want to like post stuff anymore. It's like, while like, it's not really a thing of, oh, I'm just not getting the thousands and thousands of views that I was getting when I was doing Valorant. It's just like, why am I putting in all this effort here when I'm not getting the viewership how I used to get viewership, or anything even close to what I was getting before? But I play different games, and I still do the editing, and I still I make it as entertaining as I can. And I think that my stuff is good enough to be making at least a quarter of what I was making, and I'm not even making that. So, and I barely ever gain followers or anything like that. So it's like there's sometimes there's certain things that hit, and then there's certain things that don't. There was one time where I started doing Starfield stuff, because Starfield to me was interesting and I liked it, and I started doing little tutorials and stuff for TikTok for Starfield, and I was scripting that stuff, and it was doing very well for Starfield, and for the fact that like when I would stream Starfield on TikTok, I got no one came through to watch, and literally 0 viewers. And I'm somebody who used to get like 100, 200 viewers for like Valorant a day, right? I would have maybe sometimes it would go to like 100, 200 like early, and then maybe like later in the stream, but it would settle out around like maybe 90 to 80 viewers or something like that when I was playing Valorant. And I'm not even good at Valorant. I just entertain people. And I did that every other day, 3 days a week, for about like a year. And now when I would stream Starfield, now I've streamed other stuff and I've gotten viewership for other stuff like Street Fighter, and like, so that was a completely different genre, right? Fighting games. And I would always plug that I would play Street Fighter and stuff like that. And I would play other random games, and I would get some people, and I would play Overwatch after I played Fortnite after I played Valorant, right? I played a bunch of different games that would get viewers. Starfield, I got 0 viewers on streams, right? 0. And I was like, that's strange. But then when I started making content for Starfield, I was like, oh, I'm getting thousands of views on my videos for Starfield, right? So then I would go stream again. 0. I'm like, how are people getting the videos that I'm posting, seeing it all the time, liking them, watching them? 45,000 views on this one, 30,000 views on another one, 10,000 views on another one, like maybe 7,000 views on one, 50,000 views on another one, and then go stream, and then 0 viewers. Despite that, I still stream on TikTok when I stream on Twitch. Recently, I started trying out YouTube vertical, because I wanted to see if it would act the same as TikTok used to, and like, you know, be good promotion for my YouTube channel. It's been okay. It's been okay lately, but you know, that's what I'm trying out now. But like, man, there's just, I just go off on these tangents, but this is why I end up doing like reaction stuff, because I want to get my mindset and the stuff out onto videos to for people to see and understand what like I'm going through as somebody who has like 1,100 and whatever, you know, subscribers on YouTube, and I'm monetized now, and I still find it difficult to even get views on the stuff that I post. And it's like sometimes I'll post something to do. I did a reaction video on one thing, and it started going, and it went up to like 600 in like 2 days, and I was like, oh, that's doing pretty well. And then like following things, doing reactions on different people, and having the same type of energy and doing whatever, you know, not getting those views where it'd be like, oh, you've got 20 views on this, and it's like, well, damn. Like, oh, like people enjoyed that one, they didn't enjoy this one, they didn't enjoy the next one. Okay, keep posting, and it's like you just keep going, and whatever ones hit, and then you just keep going. So like I don't know what the next step is. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing, and that's what I'm trying to find out from somebody who's higher than me, that went through that and is talking about the same things that I'm going through now.
Posting too much, too frequently, too often, and my ideas were running thin, and I was just getting tired and drained.
I don't even get my ideas aren't even like running thin. Like it's I have the content things. I usually think of something and I'm like, okay, I want to make a video about this, or I want to talk about this thing, or I see something and I'm like, I want to react to this. Like I'm not really having a problem with ideas unless you're talking about actual solid, really good ideas. But we're talking about any ideas. If you have an idea, get it out there, put it in video.
Now, if I was doing that same thing while posting and things were going really, really good, I don't think I can be able to say the same thing, but hey, we don't know. So I was going boom, boom, boom. I was posting literally every single day, every other day, every 3 days, boom. And then I came across one video. That video,
random, this is an offshoot. I pay attention to editing so much in people's videos. So like when people do those punch in things, I see how he ease back out of the frame and not make it cut back immediately, to make it a little more less jarring, because you want to do a punch in for like emphasis, and then once you do the punch in for emphasis, if you pull it back out immediately in a cut, it doesn't look good. So he eases it back out until it comes back to regular frame. I'm gonna keep that in mind.
it was your fear on YouTube is holding you back. That was my first video that got over 100 views.
Over 100 views? Fear is holding you back. Man, if I could have made all of the things that I've told my cousin while I was helping her with her content journey, trying to get her to do more, and not necessarily more, but like being less scared to do things and being less scared of the algorithm and of posting something and be like, oh, well, this thing didn't do that good, or this thing didn't get at least one like on it. Like, and I'm just like, stop, don't do that. Don't worry. Like early on, like as early as you're posting right now, literally like your first couple of videos, you shouldn't care anything about analytics at all. Like not even in the slightest. Like you should just be posting things to gain up a library of stuff and experience making videos. That's it. You want to gain experience making videos, and you want to gain a library of things so that you'll have stuff on your page, so that when people do start to see your stuff come up and people do start to click on your stuff eventually, that when they go to your page, they'll see that, oh, he's committed to doing this. I think I'll subscribe to this guy. He's committed to making videos. Like he's been making videos forever. He has tons and tons of videos on his channel. Like I have like over 1,000 videos on my channel, which I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing with the amount of subscribers that I have. Like that's a part that comes from comparing yourself to somebody else, where it's like, oh, this person has 500 videos on their channel and they have 20,000 subscribers. It's like, damn, I guess my videos are garbage. And it's like your first 100 videos are supposed to be your garbage ones, but I have over 1,000 videos on my channel, and some people post on my videos and stuff. They're like, "Yo, man, I really enjoy your videos. I really like your videos. I don't know why you don't have more subscribers." I don't know either. I have no clue. But I'm always trying to figure out and make things better. I'm getting ready to post this Wayfinder video, and I know Wayfinder is pretty I but I feel like it's worth posting about it because like it's pretty good game for what it is right now and the way they changed it and everything. But we're not gonna get into that.
My first video that got over 100 views was that video. That video hit over 500 views, and for me, I'm like, yo, this is insane. I'm starting to get comments. I ain't never get a comment on my videos before.
Right?
I'm getting like comments.
When people start commenting, that's how you know it's doing good.
Nuts.
Like I don't care most of the time about the views. Like if I see the views go up and I see something hit 1,000 and I'm like, okay, that's nice. All right. But when I see somebody commented and then maybe another person and a third person comment on it, that's when I'm like, this video's doing pretty well. That the engagement for me is what it is. Like I like seeing that people watched it and had something to say, whether it's good or bad, because that means I get to have a conversation with them underneath the video in the comments. Otherwise, you put the video out there, people watch it, then they click off it. You know, they might have watched the first 2 minutes of it and be like, or they might have watched the first 10 seconds of it and be like, and then left, and that's your view. Like, you know what I mean?
This is crazy. Then I posted another video, the sneaker company that's going to change everything, and that hit like 1,000 views. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. That hit over 1,000 views. I was getting mad comments on that one.
Those are good title.
I'm going on to my next video. What's my next video? So I posted like 4 or 5 videos, and then the next video that really boomed for me was, this is why you need an American Express card. And that
see this is the thing, man. The other day, Devin Nash posted a video saying that the gaming niche is like not the niche to be in, right? And I'm like, he's probably right? Like he's probably right. Like the gaming niche is probably just trash now. It's absolute garbage now. And but like you post a lot of stuff, and there are people in the gaming niche that are doing things, but then you have the unicorns, the people who are just doing exceptionally well, and they've been in the gaming niche for forever. And then you have the people that come into the gaming niche and they kind of pop off a little bit, or a new game comes out, and then there's new creators that start putting stuff out and they pop off, right? And it's like I'm just like posting stuff because this is what I do. I've been doing it for so long, so it's like I do want to branch off into other stuff, but I need to find another way to do different types of content. So this channel is going to be part of that, where it's like I'm not really talking about gaming things. I'm talking about things in general. So it's like American Express card. Oh, every adult is going to click on that. Everybody that everybody that can get a credit card, has a credit card, doesn't have an American Express card, does have an American Express card because they want to know why it's good if they have one, is going to click on it. My videos about Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, or my videos about Wayfinder, or my videos, there's a much smaller pool of people that are going to click on those things, right? Things about like how your fear is holding you back from starting your YouTube journey is going to hit a lot more people, because all the people that are on their YouTube journey watch YouTube. Like you're not going to say that you trying to do YouTube and then you don't watch YouTube. Like you watch YouTube so that you can learn how to do YouTube. So it's going to hit, right? If you give it the right thumbnail and the right title, and you know, and it's entertaining for people to watch, yeah, people are gonna click it. But gaming niche, man.
Also hit over 1,000 views. I'm like, yo. I'm on a roll right now. I'm getting comments. I'm getting likes. I'm getting the viewership. I'm like, yo, this is insane. I gotta keep going. I gotta keep going. And then I dropped a video called The Dark Side of YouTube. And that video literally,
I think I heard of that video.
For me, for my channel. That video got over 3,000 views. And not only that, from that.
And it's funny to hear him say stuff like that, right? Because I say the same type of things when my videos hit certain metrics, right? Like if like a video for me going crazy, even though I'm lower subscriber bracket than him, right? A video for, I guess during that time where he said, I think he was at 1,500, he was at 1,500 followers or 1,500 subscribers. That metric is where around where I'm at now, at like 1,100 or 1,200 almost. And a video doing 3,000 to me is not necessarily going crazy for me, because especially if nobody comments on it. But around 2,000, if someone getting 2,000 views, you're probably getting comments on it, at least for my channel, right? So if someone hits 1,000, sometimes it won't get, maybe get one comment possibly. But if something's hit 2,000 plus, you're probably getting a lot of comments on it. Like I did this with The First Descendant. I didn't even like The First Descendant, which pissed me off a little bit because I didn't really like First Descendant. I didn't really want to play The First Descendant, but I talked about The First Descendant and I tried it out, and I usually will try out games, so at least I have a valid reason to be like, yeah, this game sucks. So I tried out First Descendant and I didn't really like it. And then there were some things in it that bothered me and I wanted to talk about them. So I did. I talked about them. First video hit like 1,000 something views, right? Next video, then that video probably hit more than 2,000, and I had a lot of comments that were saying, "Oh, you should be able to, you should spend money in the game for the devs so that they get that blah 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 blah," like all of this nonsense, right? Like I'm like, why are y'all defending this? Why are y'all defending them charging us for the color red? Right, like, and the color red sucks. Like the color red that they have sucks, and the way that they implement it in customization sucks. And I was talking about all this type of stuff, and people were defending that stuff, and I'm just like, this is insane. I made like 3 videos talking about this and answering like questions and stuff like that, and talking about it. And I was gonna make more videos, but I'm like, all these videos are negative. Like they're so negative. I don't even like this game like that. And then I was like, I think I'm going to try playing the game, and I did, but I never really posted any more videos about it because I'm like, I don't want this to take off. I don't want this negative side, like all of this negativity, to take off on my channel. And then I'm sitting here playing some game that I don't like, putting out videos that are talking negatively about this game that I don't like, and the reasons why I don't like it, just to get some subscribers, just to get some viewership, right? And I'm like, that's gonna burn me out. That's gonna piss me off. And then I'm just gonna stop playing the game. And then like the people that watch me because I play the game and I call it how it is, they're gonna stop watching me maybe because I'm not playing that game anymore. Like I don't know. It's rough.
That video alone, I gained over 100 subscribers.
That's crazy.
And
100 subscribers on one video is insane.
I was getting on that video, the amount of viewership, and the amount of
you see this down here, only 400 subscribers. So he had less than 1,000, only 400 subscribers. People like that. People say stuff like that to me. It's like, yo, dude, why don't you have more subs? I'm like, I don't know. I guess I'm not good enough, right? Like I'm not good enough yet. I don't deserve more because I'm not good enough yet. If I made better videos or I'd made better content, maybe I would have more subscribers. But like I don't tailor my videos to certain things or to do certain things. Like this video, I'm ranting. Like I'm just talking off the top of my head about the stuff that is triggering me or whatever, right? Like you posted on my status on WhatsApp so my friends can get you. Oh, so my friends can get you to 700. What? Only 400 subscribers. How does my shitty channel have 1.9k subs, but this guy only has 840? such an underrated creator. Like this is the type of stuff I be thinking about, like my stuff sometimes, but also at the same time, I look at some other people's channels and I'm get frustrated because this is another thing. You're not supposed to compare yourself to other people, but it's very hard not to do that when you click on somebody else's channel who has 20,000 subscribers, right? 30,000, 40,000 subscribers. And you're looking at the content that they do, and you're like, my content, like my content has to be equal to or better than what these guys are posting. Like I'm actually looking at my stuff and I'm like, my stuff is equal to or better than what these people are posting. And the energy in their voice is low. Like, and sometimes my energy in my voice is low, but they're like, they don't sound like they're confident on the mic or anything like that, right? And it's like, what do I have to do to get my channel seen by all the people that want to watch me? Because like my channel has to be seen by people to get to, so that they can learn that they like my stuff. Because there's a lot of people out there that have said, dude, man, like, I really enjoy watching your videos. Somebody came on my stream today and said that to me. Somebody came on my stream today and they were like, dude, you know, keep up the good work, man, because like I really enjoy watching your stuff. And I was like, thanks. And like people just say that all the time. And I appreciate it because that's stuff that keeps me going. Because it's like, yo, there's somebody out there that wants to watch my content. They want to watch me blab off at the mouth. They want to watch me talk. But then there are people that want to watch me talk and want to watch me play games and want to watch me do this and that, but they don't even know I exist yet. That's how I look at it. It's like my audience and the people and the thousands and the tens of thousands and the hundreds of thousands of people that probably would want to watch me don't even know I exist yet. And how do I reach those people? That's the $1 million question.
Looking on that video, that was like insane for me. Like I never had a video get over 3,000 views. So when I seen that, I'm like, yo, I just got to keep going. I got to keep going. I got to keep going. So I was posting more and more and more, trying to replicate that success, and it just didn't happen. So after like 15 videos, that's when I started to get more burnt out. And I took a little break for about 2 to 3 months, and then I got back on it. And then I seen a video start blowing up on YouTube called How YouTube Changed My Life. That was really inspired my next video, because once I seen that video, I'm like, yo, I can resonate with this. Let me put my own spin on it. So she made a video describing how YouTube changed her life with less than 500 subscribers and just talking about her YouTube journey. I just
but it all depends on your niche and what you want to talk about. So like, it's like the video ends up feeling like clickbait, because like you'll click on it and it'll be like, oh, how YouTube can change your life. And a lot of people are going to click on that, right? And even the people that have YouTube channels, a lot of people are going to click on that. And they're going to be like, you know, with even 500 subscribers, YouTube can change your life. And it's like, change my life how? And with only 500 subscribers, I can do this? No, not depending on what your niche is. Because some niche might not be able to do anything with 500 subscribers. You might need to blow up in order for YouTube to change your life, right? It feels like clickbait because you come there. This person has succeeded with under 500 or with under 1,000 subscribers, and they're doing very well for them or whatever, right? It might be very well for you too, but you realize that, oh, I can't do this with my niche. The amount of people you capture is huge, but the amount of people that can use the advice is way smaller than the amount of people that you pull in. So like, you pull in all these people with the videos that you make and how you title them and package them, right? But then a large portion of those people leave your video feeling like they've just been scammed. Like, pretty much they've been scammed out of their time because the stuff that you said does not apply to them at all. Like, I click on somebody's video that says something like that, and they're like a travel channel, or they're a channel that does like IRL stuff, vlogs and stuff like that. And it's like, I would have to change my entire brand or add an entire wing to my brand and then start doing this stuff that I have no experience doing, nothing about, and then hoping that that works out and just throwing everything else. It feels like throwing everything else away. But I don't know, man. I don't know what the right thing to do is.
Decided to make it more like a vlog, and I titled mine "My Life as a YouTuber with 500 Subscribers." And when I post that video also went really
My Life as a YouTuber with 500 subscribers. What would I even tell you? Like, what would I even My Life as a YouTuber with 1,000 subscribers. I feel like people would click on it and then they would be like, you don't do anything. You go to work, you come home, you fall asleep, you wake up, you do your videos, you put them out, they don't get seen, and then you do it all again the next day.
Crazy for me. That video got over 2,000 views. I gained over like 200 subscribers from that video alone, and I also got like
gaining 200 subscribers from 2,000 views is ridiculous. I can get 2,000 views on a video. I've gotten 2,000 and 3,000 views on a video and gotten not even close to 20 subscribers from it. I swear. Like, what? Maybe 20. Maybe 20. I haven't actually, but I know I never gained no 200 subscribers at one time off of one video. Never.
90 comments on that video, which is insane for me. It's
because my niche sucks. I know.
It's the video that got me the most subscribers for sure by far, and that's the video that got me the most engagement. So I'm just like, yo, I just gotta find a way to keep this momentum going. I just gotta keep going. And after that video, I didn't really find that success, and I went through that phase of burnout again, and I came back to it. And when I came back on the YouTube scene, I started experimenting with new types of videos. I started thinking about what videos I would like to create. I started making skits. I started making docuseries. I started making
You right, bro. You right.
commentary videos. Like, I just started experimenting with different types of things just to figure out what I like.
And the crazy part is that he did all these different types of things on one channel. And the channel, they're all different types of videos. But if they were getting views, then you're good. But then my problem is that I feel like is like, you do all these different types of videos early on, and maybe you get a bunch of subscribers from one video, you get a bunch of subscribers from a different video, different style of video, you get maybe a bunch of subscribers from a third type of video, and then you move on to doing something else, and then those videos are not gonna get the viewership that you want them to get, because the people that are subscribing because they want a certain type of video, one of the ones that you did before that you're not doing anymore, like my Azeron videos. And it's not that I'm not doing Azeron videos anymore, it's that I don't do them often. So people are seeing my evergreen Azeron content and subscribing to the channel, wanting more. Some people comment like, hey man, I appreciate the video, this was really great. The first long Azeron video that I've ever posted, I think it was the first video that I posted, it was an hour and 20 minutes long, and it was me breaking down Linus Tech Tips video of him talking about how the Azeron wasn't that great, pretty much. And I was pretty much debunking all of his points and just going through and talking about, this is my experience, this is what you can do. Don't sit here and listen to what he says about the Azeron, because he didn't even really use it that much. The person he gave it to test it out and get back to him with a report couldn't figure out how to use it within 2 months. He was supposed to take it for a month. He had it for an extra month. He still didn't use it that much. So I was like, this whole video is so lazy that I wanted to do a video on it. And I didn't script this or anything. I didn't I didn't like try to like, edit this or anything. I was like, I'm not editing this long ass video. I'm not doing it. I'm not editing this video. I'm not scripting this video. It's just basically off the dome, me watching the video, and it was an hour and 20 minutes long. I said everything I had to say in the video. And that's how I usually do a lot of my videos, where I'm talking about it like off the top, and I'm talking about something that I feel. And that video is one of my most viewed videos for Azeron, and it has put in a lot of work for commissions. And it wasn't like I was glazing the Azeron, right? Like I'm always somebody that says like, yo, the Azeron is definitely not for everybody. And if you're somebody who is interested in the Azeron at all, because you're like, I think I want to get one. It looks cool. It looks interesting. And but I'm scared how long it's going to take me to learn how to use it. I'm like, just get it. Just get it. If you're on the edge of getting it, just get it. But if you look at the Azeron and you go, that is too complicated. I don't even want to do that. Why would I switch from a keyboard? Why would I ever stop using the keyboard to use that to be more complicated? Like when people are super negative about it, it's not for you. Like you don't, it doesn't have to be for you. So I'm not gonna try to encourage those people to get it. I want the people that are interested in it to get it, because they'll find out that they'll really like it. That's how I was. It took me 3 months to buy the Azeron. It took me like 3 months of solid, like sitting there going, I don't know. And it's expensive. It's like $170 base. So like $179 base or something like that. And like the new one is like probably like 180, 190 or something, if I remember correctly. But I have 3 now. And I have the newest one that came out, and I have the compact, and I have the first one, right? So like it's something that you gotta love. Like you gotta love it. You gotta be interested in it, at least. You don't even gotta love it. You gotta be interested in it first to get it, and then you'll fall in love with it. But that's what I do. Like that's what I talk about. Those type of things.
And that led me to basically where I'm at now, just talking about tech videos, talking about finance, and just talking about more lifestyle, where I'm doing a lot more vlogs now, and just blending all those worlds together to create a new curated experience that I just enjoy making. I can't even lie though, my skit era was probably my most funniest era. You're probably not gonna see none of those videos by the time you watch this, just because I'm gonna probably private all those videos. It's a little cringe to look back at it, but that was probably my most fun era on YouTube so far. Now I still got a long way to go. There's people on YouTube that's been making YouTube videos for 10 years, 15 years. I'm only on year 1.5, 2. Okay, so
and you're doing better.
But
you chose. The thing is, yo, you chose a good niche to be in, bro. Like you chose a good niche to be in. It's when you yo, this face. You chose lifestyle, tech, and finance. And that's really good CPMs. That's really like, it's just not for everybody. Like I feel like people are not gonna, like, I'm not gonna just up and be like, all right, I'm a finance, lifestyle, tech person now. Like, I mean, I probably could do tech, to be honest, but tech is an expensive one. Like, I don't know how to break into doing tech reviews and tech videos and stuff like that. I guess you start reviewing your own stuff, but like, I feel like with tech reviews, I want to use the thing for a long time. I want to use the thing for 2-3 weeks straight and see how it really feels to use that thing every day, and whether it makes my life easier or harder, and be able to really tell people how it is and like how that product operates in my life, right? If this product fits in my life. Like Azeron has a bunch of different products. Azeron has a Cyro. It's a mouse and it has a bunch of buttons on it. I don't feel like I needed to get that after having the Azeron. I don't need, like, I wouldn't really be able to give a solid opinion about it because I don't need to use it, right? Like I don't feel the need to get it to use it because I use the mouse that I have. The same thing with people who are like, yo, why would I switch to the Azeron when I can just play on keyboard? I'm good enough on keyboard. I don't need to play on this complicated device, right? That's how I am when I look at the Cyro. It's like the Azeron fixed the issue that I had with the keyboard. I don't like reaching all the way across the keyboard to have to press buttons and blah, 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 all that kind of stuff. That fixed my problem. I have zero problems with the mouse. So I don't find a need to replace my mouse. So buying the Cyro, using the Cyro, I'd be using it and not really wanting to at the same time, and like being like, I'm just gonna go back to my regular mouse, and not really being able to give a solid like, I really feel this way about this thing, and this is what's bad about it, this is what's good about it, right? Like I feel like I wouldn't be able to do that because I wouldn't just use it every day naturally. I would be using it every day because I'm trying to do a review for it. So like I would want to do tech reviews for things that I can use, things that I would use. Some things I would use, but I just wouldn't buy it because like I don't need to buy it. I didn't need to have it. But some tech I would be like, okay, that I would use, but I wouldn't buy it right now. But if it was going to definitely net me some type of financial gain to do a review on it, I would do it. But I would do a review that is like, tries to be non-biased about it because of the fact that I'm going to make something from it. But like, I'm not going to be like, this thing is the greatest thing ever, you should definitely get it. I'm going to definitely give counterpoints to like why maybe this thing is not that great, or problems that people might have with it, or deal breakers. Like if you do like this thing, but this might be a deal breaker for you. I did that with the Azeron. I did a whole video on things that would be deal breakers for people, like how the joints mess up, and how I super glued the joints on my Azeron, and I did it because I don't want the joints to move at all. So like, and then like some of the things, how they wear and tear on the device or whatever, and how you can keep it in good condition, and how what you shouldn't do with it. And if those things are deal breakers for you, you probably don't want to get it. But if they're not, and I also give solutions on how things that I've done to make it better for me, and things to watch out for, so that people can make an educated decision on whether they want to buy it or not. So that's how I would want to do reviews. And it would be hard to do reviews on things that I don't care about. So I would want to do reviews on things that I do care about, and I would buy them if I had the money. But like, usually that would be a really expensive investment, and not being sure whether your videos are going to do well enough for you to get monetized on a tech channel or whatever. And it's like, yeah, you could do it for fun, but if you're spending a bunch of money on it, eventually you're going to want, your channel to do well, so that you can actually make money back from doing the reviews. Where it's like, this is what I enjoy doing, and I can make something from it, and maybe make something from it enough to where you can make it your full-time job of doing that type of thing. But that's like far down the line, like maybe it's not as far down the line as I think. I'm just not doing things right. Maybe it's just that far down the line for my niche. Who knows? I'm only at the 1,000 mark, so I don't know.
Been a journey so far, I'll tell you that much. And I tell you all this to say, you may come across different videos on YouTube, just like this one, talking about how they had their growth. But I just want to let you know that everybody's journey is different.
Yep.
The way I grow on YouTube is going to be completely different from the way you grow on YouTube.
You can't. That's why I say I keep mentioning the fact that you can't compare yourself to other people, but that's so much easier said than done. I want to make that so clear. So like, if you catch yourself comparing yourself to somebody else, just make yourself remember that this is not the right thing to do, and try not to let it make you upset that you're not where somebody else is because you have more videos on your channel and less subscribers, like I do a lot for a lot of other people, or your videos seem to be better or on par with other videos that you've seen, and your stuff is not getting seen, and you're trying to do the work to tag all your videos, and trying to learn how to make better titles, and learn how to make better thumbnails, and have your own thumbnail style, and you feel like your thumbnails are good enough, right? Like, I feel like my thumbnails are good enough, but like, how could I make them even better? Like, I don't know. So it's like, it's hard to not compare yourself to other people, but you kind of have to just be self-aware when you're doing it, so that you don't make yourself upset that you're not progressing as fast as somebody else is, because somebody else might have just gotten lucky, or somebody else that you're looking at has other YouTube channels that you don't know about that they've already gone through and learned from and know how to do it on a new channel. Or maybe they have like, because I have older channels that never made it to 1,000. I have one channel that I've been trying to replicate pretty much for a long time, where that channel kept growing even after I stopped posting videos on it. People kept subscribing to it, and that's an old channel from like probably 9, 10, 11 years ago. And that channel was like PlayStation Home Digest. After I stopped posting on it because I didn't have the camera that I was using to make the videos anymore, people continued to subscribe to that channel. Hundreds of people. I got up to like maybe 700 subscribers before people stopped subscribing to that channel, and people started falling off. And it was just, it's simple stuff. I aimed the camera at the screen. This was simpler times though. I aimed the camera at the screen. I would make a video and then I would stop the thing. And I would do this a bunch of times and make a bunch of short videos like, oh, this is where you get the free item for PlayStation Home, blah, 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 blah. You get it from here. You have to play this mini game and you get this free shirt. That's one video. Next one, if you go over here and go to this shop and scroll down four rows, and the second one from the left, that's a free shirt. Second video, those videos did the best because it was like people are always looking for free stuff in PlayStation Home, but they didn't do it with voice. They didn't do it by showing people exactly where to go. They did it with images and text. And typing out text on Notepad. And I was like, I can't stand when people do that. I'm going to put the content that I want to be on YouTube because I can't find it. I'm going to make it. But now it's hard to do that because it's like, I can find all the content that I want. So it's hard to go, oh, I can't find the content that I want. I'm going to make it. I just have to make the content that I want to make, and hopefully it's different enough or interesting enough for other people to click on and watch.
To versus somebody else. Everybody's journey is different and unique. And while it is okay to hear somebody else's journey to see how they came up, you have to understand that you will never experience YouTube the same exact way I experienced it. We may have some similar lessons that we learn, but as far as having the same exact experience, it's just not going to happen. And that is one of the biggest things I had to learn. Another thing I really had to learn was people are going to tell you to niche down and have your content tailored to one thing, whether that be tech, whether that be just strictly Apple videos, whether that be strictly gaming videos. And I don't find that to be true. I find that, everybody is unique in themselves, and you may have multiple different things. Like for me, I would not consider myself a tech YouTuber. I would not consider myself a finance YouTuber. I would not consider myself a vlog or lifestyle YouTuber. I would not consider myself any of those things. I would consider myself as Jeff. That's it. Now, what does that mean exactly? Jeff likes tech. Jeff also likes finance. Jeff also likes trading. Jeff also likes lifestyle. He likes luxury things. He likes a lot of things. And the whole purpose of my YouTube channel is...
And you also to have a lot of views, you need to have a lot of like white decor in your room. You need to have a lot of white decor in your room. If you have a lot of white decor in your room, you'll do great on YouTube. You'll do great.
To experience that and create that experience to share with
everything has to look super clean.
I'm just talking about things that I like.
I need to clean up back here.
People should approach their YouTube, because when you approach it with only one thing in mind, it can tailor your experience. Now, should you follow my advice? It's up to you. I'm just letting you know my experience so you can take whatever you want and leave the rest. Sometimes on your journey, the way that you find your destination is just by getting lost. And you get lost by just doing shit. I'm just gonna be honest. Stop trying to be perfect. Stop trying to find the perfect video, because in the beginning, bro, you're just not. You're just wasting more time trying to be perfect rather than just getting started, bro. And I'm just leaving you with that. If you want to find out where you're going, you just gotta get lost. I'm leaving you with that. Peace.
If you want to find out where you're going, you just gotta get lost. That's a good thing. That's a solid thing to think about. Get lost in what you're doing, and then eventually you'll find your way. I like it.